My name is Luca Hein, and I transitioned as a minor at 16 and detransitioned around 6 months ago when I was 20. To come to the realization that maybe, hey, maybe my mom isn't pushing back because she's hateful, maybe she's concerned. When it comes to, a parent talking to their child about this, kind of regardless of the age of the child or anyone in general, really, it's important to remember that only telling someone yes and telling someone, yes, you're valid, and only affirming them and only saying yes is not an act of love. That's not what love is. Love is not giving in to every whim and only saying yes. Love is putting up those boundaries and saying no and having to keep someone safe even when they might be upset at you for it. Because only saying yes and only going down one path and only affirming isn't love, it's enabling. I feel like that's just something that parents need to understand with this. When you give pushback, sometimes these kids are going to be upset. It is natural in child development for each age group. There are boundaries, and it is very natural for kids to push against those boundaries in a healthy way. And it is the job of the adults to make sure that those boundaries are still maintained and that the kid can express that pushback in a healthy way. It's unfortunate with this issue that we've seemingly, as a society, not only just removed the boundary to push against, but put a medical system there in place. But sometimes when you push back, they're gonna be upset and they're gonna need a space to really express that. Because, when they are upset, that is an emotion that they are having, regardless of if, as an adult, you feel like maybe the reason is stupid or they're overreacting. To that child, that's a very real experience that they are very upset about this. And whether that be that they just need some space to go blow off some steam, or they need you to be there as a compassionate adult to explain to them why, you did what you did, or they just need someone to listen. It is still a parent or adult's job to do that with a sense of care. You can't force someone to realize things, but you can be there, and you can be there in the best way that that kid needs. And that's going to be different for every kid. And some of them they're going to be stubborn. They're going to be upset for long periods of time. But I think just for this issue, that responsibility that even if a kid is upset, as long as you are doing what you're doing with care, and they are able to process that emotion of being upset, that is still a good thing.